You started playing Overwatch for the first time ever, buying the game after seeing the massive hype behind it, and how everyone was talking about it. Hey Anan, you should buy Overwatch, it's a good game, your friend says. After thinking about it and watching YouTube videos about how great the game is, you decide to buy it for $40. A bit pricey, but you don't mind, since what else is there to play and think it will be worth it. You load up the game for the first time, and you see the art style and vast colors that reminded you of a better time. The game looks really beautiful, there's a handful of simple, yet fun characters you can choose from, and you decide to try it out. You start playing with your friends, only to find out you absolutely suck at it, but you are having a good time, so that's all that matters. After a lot of time, you started realizing you are getting pretty good at the game, and you want to try competitive and become better. You start watching your favorite content creators, hoping they can teach you how to play, seeing things like Vindication from DSP Stanky, or watching Seagull Team wiping everyone, Moon playing with Tom and Lasses feeding their brains out, Harblue for those insane hooks on Roadhog, Calvin absolutely shitting on everyone, and the only thing you can think is, wow, I wish I was that good at Overwatch, I want to be like them. It keeps you up at night thinking of what could be, hoping one day you can play with them. Your friends stop playing the game after a lack of content and they feel the game isn't fun anymore, yet you stay and keep playing, fueled by a greater cause. Eventually you are left by yourself, playing competitive and making friends on the ladder. Those randoms you played solo queue with went from strangers to being friends and familiar faces. You feel like you are finally integrated into a real community for the first time. After hundreds of hours of grinding the game, you eventually realize that the game is starting to lose its unique feel and magic. The very thing that drew you in is absent. The friends you made down the road suddenly come online less and less, and eventually never coming on at all. You go from playing all day to playing a measly 2 to 3 hours a week, and even you finally succumb to the same fate and play even less and less. Disappointed in the content and the state of the game you once loved, the characters they added, the maps they added. First you are annoyed, then you loathe it, and then you eventually forget this game existed. One day while browsing YouTube, you find a video about Overwatch, only to realize all your favorite content creators left, and the game looks completely nothing like it used to be. You decide to open and play it, hoping for a better experience. After a couple of minutes, you realize that the game may not be the same, but the feeling you once experienced so long ago, it is still there after all this time. You start remembering all the good times you had, the first time you got a 4K, the first time you clutched a team fight, turning a loss into a win, the first time you got a legendary skin for your favorite character, and how excited you got, the hype behind the first event which was released so long ago, the first time you reached your dream rank, the first time watching Apex and joining in with the Escalol spam, the first time someone praised you for your skill. The game, after all its updates, is still alive. Maybe not as good as it used to be, yet still there. However, the memories and the countless hours you poured into its community and ranked games were not in vain, for they brought you true happiness and joy. Sure, it loses players daily, but end of the day, it is your little trash pile. And you know, in the bottom of your heart, you can't ever truly leave this game.